Uganda's Minister of Foreign Affairs takes center stage, deeming hunger a choice for the intellectually inadequate. Meanwhile, British museums engage in a groundbreaking long-term loan of stolen artifacts to Ghana. Namibia's brave warriors make history, and I have some valuable advice for them. In Zimbabwe, opposition leader Nelson Chamisa bids farewell to what he calls sewer politics. Malawi's law enforcement heroes crack the case of the century. In the global arena, Donald Trump's return to politics leads the way, promising a sequel that's more anticipated than a TD Jakes appearance at a P. Diddy party. Yeah, I took it there. So before you judge me, it's time to swallow up this political satire. It's time for the second take. All right, let's get straight into our first story. After last year's story of a Ugandan minister taking back an ambulance after donating it during an election campaign, another champion of empathy and insight has entered the fray. And this is Uganda's own Minister of Foreign Affairs, Henry Okello Oyema. A master of political nuance, Mr. Oyema recently labeled those who succumbed to starvation as nothing less than idiots. Yeah, you heard that right. In a country where more than 2,200 souls perished due to hunger and related illnesses, Mr. Oyema chose to enlighten the masses with his profound wisdom. According to the minister, the only prerequisite to thriving in Uganda's bountiful climate and fertile lands is not intelligence, education, or resources. It's simply not being an idiot, because clearly hunger is a choice, and those who failed to choose otherwise are nothing short of intellectually inadequate. In 2022, a report by the Ugandan Human Rights Commission painted a grim picture of more than 2,200 people meeting their untimely demise due to starvation in the northeastern region. But who needs facts when you have Mr. Oyema's insightful commentary? The minister argued that the solution to this hunger crisis lies in a revolutionary concept known as working hard. Brilliant, isn't it? Apparently, all one needs to do is wake up in the morning, stroll out to their vast plot of land, because everyone has one, right? Till the soil, plant the seeds, and voila! A feast fit for a king should magically appear on your table, because hunger is merely a figment of lazy imaginations. Not only did this revelation showcase Mr. Oyema's profound understanding of agriculture, but it also highlighted his remarkable ability to ignore the fact that nearly 500,000 people were left in acute hunger, according to the same pesky human rights report. As experts and scientists endlessly scratch their heads over complex issues, it's refreshing to know that Uganda has a minister who can simplify everything to a single term: idiot. Bravo, Mr. Oyema, for your unparalleled brilliance in ridiculing the victims and making hunger look like a walk in the park. Your insights will undoubtedly be remembered, if we all aren't too busy being idiots for our memories to function.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
All right, it's time for us to get straight into our next story. Two prestigious British museums, the British Museum as well as the Victoria and Albert Museum, have decided to embark on a groundbreaking cultural collaboration with Ghana. The catch? They're returning gold and silver artifacts that were blatantly stolen during Britain's colonial escapades in West Africa. But don't call it a return, it's a long-term loan. Yes, you heard that right. 150 years after British troops swiped precious precious items from the Asante people. During the colonial plunderfest, the masterminds behind this peculiar arrangement have deemed it fit to loan back the stolen loot. In a joint statement that surely left dictionaries searching for new definitions of absurdity, the museums declared the collaboration as important and cultural, conveniently sidestepping those annoying UK laws that prohibits the return of ill-gotten cultural treasures to their countries of origin. You know, who knew cultural sensitivity could be so easily circumvented by a loan loophole? The loan agreement involves 17 items, including 13 pieces of Asante royal regalia acquired by the Victoria and Albert Museum at an auction in 1874. The items, mind you, were purchased fair and square after being acquired by British troops during the not-so-polite Anglo-Asante Wars. But why let details like theft and colonial oppression dampen the spirit of cultural camaraderie? Fear not, dear viewer, for this loan arrangement is just the tip of the stolen artifact iceberg. The British Museum alone proudly boasts a collection of 239 items of Asante regalia, making you wonder if they're just loaning or planning to open an exclusive colonial-themed exhibition. The notion of loaning back stolen treasures is undoubtedly a stroke of comedic genius. After all, who needs restitution when you can have a culturally enlightened loan agreement? Bravo, British museums, for turning cultural repatriation into an unparalleled farce that will be remembered for centuries or until the next looting spree disguised as a cultural exchange happens. Stay with us for the heartwarming moment of the week.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Our heartwarming moment of the week belongs to Namibia's Brave Warriors. This after the team qualified for the group stages of Africa Cup of Nations. The country was united in angst and jubilation as the football team made history. Several players stepped up in different moments, but I would like to zone in on two-time man of the match, Dion Hoto. See, this gentleman has one fundamental difference with his teammates. He is married. And I would like to take this moment to encourage the boys to make the right decision and commit to a partner for the sake of the country. If Dion can perform so well with the support of his wife, I think we can go pretty far if less of you are single and consuming unscrupulous amounts of noodles and canned food instead of a warm home-cooked meal. Yes, it is your love life, but it is time for your relationship to serve the nation. Pop the question as soon as you see this. I hear Ivory Coast has some beautiful views. Jokes aside, we are proud of the boys, especially because they managed to go so far without playing international games in a home stadium prior to the AFCON tournament. So essentially, they are the kid that passed the test, but did so using a friend's textbooks. As much as we are happy for them, we should do our best to make sure that they have everything they need in order to succeed. So that's my Brave Warriors wish list: weddings and stadiums. Not necessarily in that order.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
All right, let's swing over to the House of Stone. Zimbabwe's opposition leader Nelson Chamisa has thrown in the political towel, declaring that his party has been so thoroughly contaminated and hijacked by the government that he wants absolutely nothing to do with what he charmingly calls sewer politics. Talk about a resignation letter with flair. In a whopping 13-page statement that might give the Gettysburg Address a run for its money, Chamisa, the 45-year-old Christian pastor and lawyer, announced his departure, citing the sabotage that led to several MPs from his CCC party losing their seats. Clearly, the political playground in Zimbabwe has become more treacherous than a game of 30 seconds. I will have nothing to do with sewer politics, Chamisa declared, leaving us all wondering if this was a political resignation or the grand opening line of a sanitation manifesto. Having secured a not too shabby 44% of the votes in the last presidential election, Chamisa lamented the alleged foul play that marred the election. But fear not, for giving up is not an option for this pastor politician. He's ready to set sail into uncharted waters or perhaps create a new party, because when the ship is sinking, clearly the solution is to build a new one. Duh. The resignation letter, akin to a literary masterpiece, accused the ruling ZANU-PF party of defiling the CCC, a crime against political purity that is not to be taken lightly. According to Chamisa, the original CCC idea has been tarnished, bastardized, and hijacked, turning it into a political circus. Blame, of course, fell on President Mnangagwa's shoulders. A reptilian nickname was thrown in for good measure. For everything from death trap hospitals to cholera outbreaks and the collapse of social services, in an act of defiance, Chamisa declared that he would not swim in a river with hungry crocodiles, making us all wonder if he has a future in wildlife commentary should politics not work out. As for Mnangagwa, who once promised change and hope, he finds himself at the center of Chamisa's blame game. Unfortunately, despite the promises, Zimbabwe is still grappling with high inflation, unemployment, and censorship, a trifecta of struggles that could give a circus performer a run for their juggling skills. In a career that spans over 2 decades, Chamisa has faced assassination attempts, skull-cracking clampdowns, and enough political drama to rival your favorite Netflix series. He was once the leader of another party, left after a power struggle, and founded the CCC in 2022. A roller coaster journey that even the most seasoned politician might find hard to follow. Only question now is how many people will follow him should he form a new political home. I mean, he was the father of CCC, and he basically did the equivalent of walking out to buy a loaf of bread and deciding to never return. Nothing quite like chasing an absent father, right? Stay with us.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
It's time for us to move over to Malawi. Law enforcement heroes have cracked the case of the century, the recovery of a stolen presidential carpet. Yes, a carpet so regal, so majestic that it simply couldn't resist a life of crime. The daring theft took place in the quaint southern town of Mwanza near the border with Mozambique. Under the cover of Wednesday night darkness, the prized carpet, accompanied by a tent, was brazenly snatched as it was en route to Mwanza for a rendezvous with none other than President Lazarus Chakwera. It seems even inanimate objects can't resist the allure of presidential events. Enter Malawi's finest crime solvers, who wasted no time in approaching 2 dastardly carpet nappers. According to police spokesperson Peter Kalaya, the dynamic duo are suspected to have committed the heist along the Zalewa-Mwanza road, possibly the hottest stretch of tarmac in the criminal underworld. The recovered carpet is expected to resume its duties as the elegant centerpiece for presidential engagements as President Chakwera prepares to grace Mwanza with his presence, and this is for a groundbreaking ceremony as the nation holds its breath, awaiting the next thrilling installment of presidential possessions. One can't help but marvel at the audacity of criminals who choose to steal items of such national importance. Forget art heists and procurement corruption. Presidential carpet thefts are the new pinnacle of criminal sophistication. TikTok of the week after the break.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindel Kahana.
Hy sê wie is er aan neertrek en daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is hy
But just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one. Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Jay Joy's Earth brings us our TikTok of the week as she goes through a thorough investigation of vandalism with a non-cooperative suspect.
This is your sign not to get that dog. Come and see this boy. Come and see. Kylo! Kylo! You don't know your capacity. Why are you doing this? You're acting like nobody feeds you. Look at what you've done. My favorite charger, and it's pink. Kylo! Bring your face. Come. You must see what you did. Did you see what you did? Don't look away. No, I will follow you. It's you and me together. Kylo! Kylo, you beat through the bag. You almost beat through the lace. You just because of you want charger. You're acting like I don't feed you. Look at your bowl. Oh, it's empty. But still, why would you do that?
That was our TikTok of the week. Listen, I'm telling you something interesting. The first day NTV went on DSTV, my dog chewed my DSTV cable. So that is a shared struggle, and it teaches you patience ultimately. Stay with us as we head into the global take.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
All right, it's time for us to dive into our global take. Donald Trump's return to the political arena has been met with more enthusiasm than TD Jakes at a P. Diddy party. Trump is not just leading Joe Biden, he's leading like a cheetah in a race against, well, Trump. The nationwide poll conducted among 1,250 U.S. adults reveals that Trump has carved out a commanding lead of 6 percentage points. In the world of politics, that's practically a landslide or landslide-ish. It's a revelation that his statisticians doing double takes and political pundits like myself searching for the nearest exit strategy is the order of the day. Despite the earlier poll showing Trump and Biden in a neck-and-neck sprint, the American public has decided that they are ready for an almost doomsday sequel. As Trump bulldozed his way through the primaries, leaving Nikki Haley in the dust, 67% of respondents declared they were tired of the same old faces in presidential elections. They want novelty, they want excitement, and they want a political revolution, or at least a mildly entertaining, kind of racist and post-January 6 attempted coup subplot. They want a new version of the same orange face. That said, only 18% of respondents threatened to go on a Democratic hunger strike if faced with the riveting choice between Trump and Biden. So, will Trump's lead hold as well as his toupee? I'll be here, just like everyone else, pretending that we care.
E-ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.com.na.
Thank you for watching Second Take. It's absolutely joyous to be with you over here and making sure that I can make your life more awkward, I can make you question your values, and at the very, very core of it all, allow you to make fun of politicians. From me, Ashwin Berry. See you next week.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahana.
Hy sê wie hy is er aan neertrekker. Daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
But just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
Kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.